A very warm welcome, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. In this small video, we would look into how to appear or how to prepare for IFT examination. Primarily, we'll be talking about both the things. We'll also be talking about how to prepare for IFT, where the IFT is around the corner, and we are almost prepared, but still little brushing is required. And we would also be talking about how to appear for the IFT examination. That would refer to as which section to do, how much time, why to do, why not to do. These are the things that we'll be discussing about. But before we proceed in things, let me share certain idea that IFT has changed its little color since the last time. So 2020 में कोविड की वजह से इसके अंदर चेंजेस आए थे. उससे पहले 6 सेक्शन हुआ करते थे और अब 4 सेक्शन होते हैं. There are 4 sections to it. Earlier there used to be 6 sections to it. We'll look into how to handle these 4 sections. So I'll start with the first section first. Let me start with something called general awareness, and then we'll talk about other sections as well. When we talk about general awareness, we look into something that most of the questions that you would get would be from current affairs, primarily being taken from the newspapers. तो अगर आप लोगों ने न्यूज़पेपर ढंग से पढ़ा है और आपको ये पता है कि कौन कौन से क्वेश्चंस बनाए जा सकते हैं, then in that condition it would be an easy job for you. Once you are reading something, always understand that while reading you should know that this is the variety of a question that can be made according to our paper. So current affairs has got more weightage than anything else. There's another variety of questions which is known as match the following, which is one of the easy variety, I would call it, right? That's what I'll call it, as an easy variety. Let me go back to current affairs and discuss little more things here. Boys and girls, this current affairs comes out to be one of the easy portions. Why would that be an easy portion? Because as I've been preparing for other examinations as well, and I've been reading newspapers daily, so ये current affairs एक आसान काम बन जाता है मेरे लिए appear करने के लिए. Talking about the match the following questions are again the questions variety where they'll ask you to match certain things in there. Primarily यहाँ पे आपके brands हो सकते हैं. Primarily यहाँ पे two different elements, books हो सकती हैं, author हो सकता है. So different things that can be given in here, which would be in the form of match the following questions. Again, an easy variety of questions. अगर मेरी थोड़ी सी भी स्टैटिक इंफॉर्मेशन सही है, वेयर आई नो व्हाट इज द कैपिटल, करेंसीज, फेस्टिवल्स, ब्रांड्स, लोगोस, डांस, एक्सेट्रा, I would again be in a position to solve some questions from it. Talking about sports and events, yes, you get some questions on sports and events as well. तो स्पोर्ट्स एंड इवेंट्स के कौन कौन से विनिंग स्पोर्ट्समैन रहे हैं, कौन सा पर्टिकुलर स्पोर्ट्स is more prevalent in a particular country, right? What medal is associated with what sports? So these are the kind of questions I've been generally asked in sports and events as well. They would also be looking into the government schemes and policies. These government schemes and policies you would generally find are being taken from the PIBs. What you can understand is all those schemes which are on a mass scale, which is the representation for India, और वो सारी स्कीम्स जो भी लेटेस्ट आई होंगी जनरली वो भी स्कीम्स के बारे में बात होता है, and similarly for the policies as well. Now the question comes in, where should I be studying it from? Again, newspapers. Moving to the next one, you would also be getting international organizations like UN, BRICS, SARC and etc. Mind it, जनरली इनमें से जब भी क्वेश्चंस आती हैं, क्वेश्चंस तब आते हैं जब भी उस पर्टिकुलर ईयर में कोई मीट हुई होती है और मीट का कोई आउटकम होता है. सो दे मे ऑल्सो टॉक अबाउट व्हाट इज 2+2 डायलॉग, राइट? सो वो जो डायलॉग्स की बात है वो किस कंट्री के साथ हुई है, क्या आउटकम है. Primarily, they're not asking about the outcome per se, but they would be talking about under which organization they had such kind of an agreement. Moreover, they may also ask questions on any special events of national importance. So any kind of an event which is of a national importance that would have contributed towards India as a nation, that would have contributed towards the upliftment of the economy, or that would have some kind of an impact on India. Those kinds of events are generally being discussed. Moving to the next section, you would find verbal ability. I would call this to be as one of the lengthy sections. एक चीज मैं आपको बता दूं आईएफटी मशहूर है अपने अपने बड़े-बड़े सेंटेंसेस, बड़े-बड़े क्वेश्चंस और बड़े-बड़े पैसेजेस देने के लिए। Similarly, for the verbal ability, you would find there are good number of low frequency vocabulary words. Sir, ये low frequency का मतलब low frequency vocabulary words would refer to as all those words which are generally not in our day-to-day conversation. You would find most of the words being taken either from the newspaper or these would be the words which are not generally being used by the people around. So, आपको vocabulary के अंदर बहुत अच्छा होना पड़ेगा in order to crack this vocabulary section of in order to crack the vocabulary part of the verbal ability. Analogies again, you would be getting questions on vocabulary. So I hope you all understand analogies. So A is to B, what is X is to Y. Similar relationships are supposed to be defined. So इसके अंदर भी verbal ability में vocabulary plays a wonderful game. Similarly for synonyms and antonyms, you need to know the word first, then only you can identify what would be the synonym or what would be the antonym of that particular word. Yes, they also look for idioms. Yes, they all also look for idioms. Again, these idioms, some of them are easy, some of them are not really that easy to crack. Foreign root words, especially French, German, and Latin. These are the three foreign root words they look for. And again, let me help you out. ये जो foreign root words होते हैं, ये भी normal words हैं. Normal words in the sense which are generally being used in now, used in English language. Then you would have some kind of questions where you would have crossword types. You would also have any innovative variety of questions. Boys and girls, my suggestion here would be that you should be prepared for some innovative variety of vocabulary questions. Say, for example, which particular word does not fit into all of these sentences? So, any kind of innovative variety of a question can be given by them. So, be prepared for that innovation so that you should not be losing time on understanding of the question, right? Vocabulary आता है नहीं आता वो एक secondary pointer है, but you should not be wasting your time in understanding what the question is all about. So that is to be taken care of. I would call this to be as a less time consuming and high scoring, provided you know the vocabulary words. आपके लिए बहुत आसान हो जाता है, आप बहुत conveniently इसको इस section को verbal section को कर सकते हैं अगर आपकी vocabulary अच्छी है तो. Moving on, reading comprehension. As I've already said that IFT is famous for long passages. तो इसके अंदर भी 550 words के passages होंगे. Now, how to look into these passages? Should we be solving these passages? And what is so specialty about it? So let me share something about it. When I'm talking about reading comprehension, please make sure that you scan the entire passage. कभी भी पूरा पैसेज पहली बार में देखते ही नहीं पढ़ा जाएगा, आपको स्कैन करना होगा. कुछ पहली दो लाइंस, कुछ बीच की दो लाइंस, कुछ और दो लाइंस, फिर एक लाइन, then the last line, some 5-6 lines would define exactly what the passage is all about. तो उसका एक skeleton पता लगता है. इसको जानने के लिए इट इज ऑलवेज एडवाइजेबल टू रीड द क्वेश्चंस फर्स्ट. अगर आपने उसके क्वेश्चंस देख लिए हैं तो आपको काफी हद तक ये पता लग जाएगा कि पैसेज का जॉनरे कौन सा है, व्हिच कैटेगरी डज इट एक्चुअली बिलोंग टू. Second, you would also know that what kind of questions are being asked in here. Are most of the questions fact-based? Are most of the questions inference-based? Or as a matter of fact, any other variety of questions are being given there? तो ये आसान हो जाता है जब आप क्वेश्चंस को पहले पढ़ते हैं, आपको पैसेज समझने में मदद मिलती है. Then only you should start reading the entire passage. My recommendation would be that you're supposed to solve the fact-based questions first. हमेशा fact-based questions कीजिए because IFT के generally देखा गया है fact-based questions are being taken from a particular point only. तो उसमें पूरे पैसेज में जाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. जहां पे भी आपको वो कीवर्ड नजर आता है, whatever be the X word being given as a part of the question, आपको पैसेज के अंदर भी वो जैसे कीवर्ड मिले, एक लाइन ऊपर और एक लाइन नीचे जरूर दिखेगा. Very high probability you will be in a position to find the answer there. I hope this is helping you out. Moving to the next variety, which is what we know as a quantitative ability. Quantitative ability, you would have mixed variety of questions. इसके अंदर आपको tricky questions भी मिलेंगे, moderate भी मिलेंगे और easy भी मिलेंगे. जनरली अगर मैं पीछे 10 सालों का पेपर उठा के देखूं और मैं इसको एनालाइज करूं तो मैं ये देखता हूं that there would be approximate 9 tricky questions, there'll be 10 moderate questions and there'll be 6 questions easy variety. Now ये कोई फ्रीज नंबर नहीं है, ये एक जनरल पैरामीटर पे ले गए हैं. एक जनरल एसेस करने के बाद लास्ट 10 years के पेपर्स असेस करने के बाद हम इस नतीजे पे पहुंच सकते हैं कि देयर वुड बी सम 9 क्वेश्चंस व्हिच वुड बी ट्रिकी, 10 of the moderate variety and 6 questions would be easy. But obvious, you are supposed to solve the easy questions first. तो ये जो easy variety questions हैं इनको आपको पहले उठाना पड़ेगा। अगर आप उठाएंगे इससे पहली चीज आपका मोटिवेशन बढ़ेगा। नंबर 2, आपका जो कट ऑफ है आप उसके पास भी पहुंच पाए। एज आई हैव ऑलरेडी सेड दैट आईएफटी के अंदर लिनियर पैसेजेस होते हैं। एक और चीज, आईएफटी के जो क्वांट के क्वेश्चंस होते हैं वो भी लेंथी होते हैं। So it can be safely said that IFT is a storyteller. In quantitative ability questions also, you would have lengthier questions. Now, when I'm saying lengthier questions, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि मेरे को टाइम लगेगा सॉल्व करने में, बट मुझे टाइम लगेगा उसको समझने में। So it is advisable that you should have that kind of an ability. आपका माइंड सेट हो, आपको पता होगा कि ये पैसेज लेंदी है, ये क्वांटिटेटिव एबिलिटी का क्वेश्चन लेंदी है, बट दैट वुड बी एन इजी क्वेश्चन टू सॉल्व. So there are certain sections, certain variety of questions that you're supposed to look into. For example, algebra, geometry, permutation combination, probability and arithmetic. इसमें से अधिकतर questions आते हैं जो easy होते हैं. तो आई रिकमेंड, अगर आपने अरिथमेटिक के क्वेश्चंस किए हैं, आपने प्रोबेबिलिटी के क्वेश्चंस किए हैं, आपने परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन किया है, तो उसमें से क्वेश्चन उन पर्टिकुलर रेफरेंस में से क्वेश्चंस निकालने की कोशिश करें. ये क्वेश्चंस थोड़े लेंथी जरूर होते हैं, बट दे आर इजी टू सॉल्व. सिमिलरली विद अलजेब्रा एंड ज्योमेट्री. Moving to the next section, which is about DI and LR. Now, DI and LR, which is data interpretation and logical reasoning. अगर आप हमसे पूछे कि कैसा रहता है, तो मैं कहूंगा कि एब्स्ट्रूज सेक्शन रहता है. एब्स्ट्रूज होने का मतलब है दिस इज अगेन अ ट्रिकी वैरायटी ऑफ अ सेक्शन जो कंपैरेटिवली एक नॉर्मल स्टूडेंट को समझने के लिए एक अच्छी खासी प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ती है. इन DI एंड LR सेक्शन हमारा मानना ये है that DI interpretation, which is data interpretation, or the DI section or the DI part, is comparatively easier than the LR. तो ये एक एडवाइस रहेगी कि आप DI के क्वेश्चंस पहले करें और LR के क्वेश्चंस बाद में करें. DI के सेट निकालना आसान होता है. लॉजिकल रीजनिंग would require more of reading and understanding, while DI would require more of calculation. So अगर आपका कैलकुलेशन ठीक ठाक है तो DI के क्वेश्चंस करना आसान होगा. LR के क्वेश्चंस के लिए you would require to rack your brain. My suggestion would be that you should be doing DI first and then you should be moving on to the LR. Also, you would find when I talk about the DI questions, you would have tables, you would have bar charts, you would have line graphs, you would have Venn diagrams. These are some of the major portion of your DI section. सो इसके लिए अगर आपने टेबल्स, बार चार्ट, लाइन ग्राफ या वेन डायग्राम के इनमें से किसी के भी क्वेश्चंस आपने अच्छे से किए हैं तो सबसे पहले यही वैरायटी ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आप अटेम्प्ट कीजिए. प्रोबेबिलिटी बहुत हाई होगी, आप जो कट ऑफ है उसके पास जल्दी और बेहतर तरीके से पहुंच पाएंगे. Another one would refer to a sequence, output, arrangement. ये again major रहता है for your logical reasoning. Again, I would say that data interpretation is something like which is comparatively easier to LR. तो DI पहले attempt करें, फिर LR करें. There's a very high probability that you would get good marks in that. अब सवाल ये आता है, सर किस सेक्शन को पहले करें, किस सेक्शन को बाद में करें? I hope you know that you are allowed to toggle between any of the sections there. So which section should I be going for first and which I should be going for second? उसको देखने से पहले हमें एक चीज देखनी पड़ेगी कि कितने मार्क्स मिलते हैं, नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस कितने हैं, देन ओनली विल बी इन अ पोजीशन टू आइडेंटिफाई समथिंग. Say for example, when I talk about quantitative ability, this year you would have around 25 questions, verbal ability and reading comprehension 35 questions, while DI and LR would have 30 questions. और general awareness की जहां हम बात करते हैं, you would have 20 questions there. Similarly, marks would refer to as 333 for the first three sections, but when you talk about general awareness, it is 1.5. Total marks would come down to 300 marks. Again, negative marking we know is 1/3 of the mark allotted. The general awareness में 1.5 is the mark, so 0.5 is something which will be the negative mark for it. Now, the question coming, sir, कौन सा वाला part पहले किया जाए? So when I look into this entire thing and look into the history of IFT, I realize the general awareness questions is something like which can be done comparatively in lesser time. तो अगर मैं कहूँ कि जनरल अवेयरनेस कंपैरेटिवली लेसर टाइम में किया जा सकता है, तो मेरा ये एडवाइस रहेगा दैट यू शुड बी एक्चुअली अटेम्प्टिंग जनरल अवेयरनेस क्वेश्चंस फर्स्ट। व्हाई? बिकॉज करंट अफेयर्स क्वेश्चंस हैं, या तो मुझे आते हैं या तो नहीं आते हैं। और जनरली ये देखा गया है, जिस भी स्टूडेंट ने रेगुलर पढ़ाई किया है, चीजों को समझा है और रेगुलर न्यूज़पेपर को पढ़ा है, then this section general awareness comes out to be an easy part for that particular student. तो मेरा मानना ये है कि आपको फर्स्ट जनरल अवेयरनेस करना चाहिए। Then I look into other sections there. I realize that verbal ability and reading comprehension is 35 number of questions. तो अगर यहाँ पे 35 नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस हैं, तो मुझे लगता है कि इसमें से ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस निकल पाएंगे। एटलीस्ट वर्बल एबिलिटी के तो कुछ क्वेश्चंस मैं कर ही पाऊंगा, एंड रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन ऑल्सो आई बी इन अ पोजीशन टू डू दैट इन द फर्स्ट गो। Verbal ability should be the second one. Because when I look at it, I realize that more number of questions, VA के questions आसान होंगे, तो मैं उसको करने की कोशिश करूंगा. So verbal ability would be the second section. The third section that I look into would be the quantitative ability. Why am I going with the quants as third? Because पहले मुझे वो वाले करने हैं जिस सेक्शन में मेरा कंफर्ट लेवल है, जिस सेक्शन में मैं इजीली सॉल्व कर पाऊंगा, not on the basis of my liking per se, but on the basis of the paper per se as well. क्योंकि पेपर के अंदर भी अगर मैं क्वेश्चंस देखता हूँ तो इसी तरह से स्प्रेड आउट होते हैं। The fourth section that I would look into would be the data interpretation and logical reasoning. जैसे कहा कि ये ट्रिकियर सेक्शन होता है, इसमें DI कंपैरेटिवली आसान, बट LR कंपैरेटिवली मॉडरेट लेवल का होता है. So in that condition, I'll be going with the DI and LR in the fourth step. Now the question comes out, मैं इसमें कितना टाइम देना चाहिए मुझे? तो व्हेन आई लुक इनटू द जनरल अवेयरनेस, क्योंकि मैंने इसे सबसे पहले किया है, तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि इसके लिए ज्यादा टाइम मुझे लगना चाहिए, क्योंकि या तो मुझे चीज आती है या तो नहीं आती है, इसमें मैं कुछ ज्यादा सोच नहीं पाऊंगा। Therefore, I think it should be around 10 minutes that one should be taking general awareness. Then I also said that I'll be getting into the second section as verbal, third as quant, and fourth as logical, DIN, logical reasoning in that. The second section, which is verbal ability, मैं 35 minutes के करीब उसमें लूंगा, because this is what the second best foot that I can put forward. Then with the third section, I'll be taking 30 minutes in quants. I would be then taking 25 minutes in DI and LR. Now, why am I giving less time to DI and LR is that I'm trying to pick up the questions which are easy for me to solve first, right? इसी तरह से कॉन्स को भी जब मैं 30 मिनट देता हूं, तो मैं सबसे पहले वो जो 6-7 क्वेश्चंस इजी वाले हैं उनको ढूंढने की कोशिश करूंगा. देन आई विल बी लुकिंग फॉर द मॉडरेट वैरायटी ऑफ क्वेश्चंस हियर. So overall, when I look into, I realize that I've already spent some 100 minutes on it. मेरे पास अभी भी 20 minutes बचते हैं. तो उस 20 मिनट्स में जो मेरा सेक्शन एक स्ट्रॉन्ग सेक्शन है, मैं उसके अंदर और ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस करने की कोशिश करूंगा. When I said 30 minutes for quants, 35 for verbal and 25 minutes for DILR, I'm primarily saying ये एक टाइम है उस पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन को देना चाहिए ताकि मेरा स्कोर अच्छा बन सके. Now, in order to crack the paper, I'll have to spend my next 20 minutes in two sections. वो quants और verbal हो सकता है, वो quants और DI हो सकता है, वो verbal और DI भी हो सकता है जनरल अवेयरनेस में भी आप 2 से 3 मिनट और दे दें. तो जब भी ये टॉगलिंग के हमें सुविधा मिलती है, जब भी हमें एक सेक्शन से दूसरे सेक्शन में जाने की सुविधा मिलती है, it becomes convenient for us to go back and refer to that section and enhance my score in it, right? So with this, I hope you would have got a picture of कौन सा सेक्शन पहले करना है, इसमें कितना टाइम देना है, and how will I be attempting these questions in that. So with this, I think that you would have got a complete picture here. I would recommend and request to follow this step, and I'm sure you would come with the flying colors. Thank you, and subscribe to the channel for more information and for more paper related information coming soon. Thank you. Bye bye.